Hello, football fan. You are welcome to this series of the show. What does it feel like? Looking at the picture on the screen right now, this is the feeling of most football fans. Noticing that the international break is over. It's over. And so, how do we start from here? Well, we're just going to start with Chelsea. Well, there is news today in the media that Manchester City are interested in bringing Cole Palmer back to the club to replace De Bruyne and are willing to offer Chelsea 150 million euro. Some other reports said 150 million pounds. But under what circumstances should Chelsea be considering this kind of a deal? Well, the thing about Chelsea is this present Chelsea, they're always open for business. But I think the number has to be right. But that said, why will Cole Palmer want to go back to Manchester? Things only look up for him as soon as he left the club. He's playing well in the team he is right now. He is the main man in the team, a judged main man in the team. So why would you want to leave that and go back to Manchester City where you are just going to be like another player? So I think wherever this is coming from, nice try. And Chelsea is not just going to be bothered about it. This is what Roy Keane has to say about Palmer. Cole Palmer, what he does on the pitch, what very few can do. You pay to go watch him, a brilliant player. This is the remark from Roy Keane. And this is what most people have said about Cole Palmer. Chelsea seems to have a very special player on their hands here, and he's doing very well, enjoying himself, focusing on his game, taking everything in stride. It's not pressured at all. If it's pressure, maybe he's doing a good job hiding it. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is Reece James. According to reports today, Reece James is back in training. Is back in training. What can we say about Reece James? Well, there's been a lot of injury. He's been troubled by a lot of injury. So one can simply put and say the Capitano is back in full force. One we imagine. We just hope that this time around things are really going to look up for Reece James. Injury had been the problem with this captain of Chelsea FC. There are pictures emerging from the train today about how the manager is happy, is back on the grass, and the passion is there. The young man just simply wants to come back to football and play for Chelsea. So the report out there everywhere today is that is back in the team training and he's up for it. We're going to be moving away from these two news today to something different. There's this player, his name is Reece. Samuel Reece. He plays for Torino. He's a defensive midfielder and he's about 6 foot tall, technical on the ball. He is the kind of player that arrives in the box at the right time and very intelligent in front of goals. He had scored a couple of goals, defensively sound, good on the ball, press resistant. And why are we talking about this player is because Man City and Chelsea, they face competition with from AC Milan about this player. This is what EPL Index is reporting on Yahoo. So we have this opportunity for Chelsea here. This player is still a very young player. I think he's age 22 or 23, and this is a good option for Chelsea. Right now, Chelsea seems to be having a challenge. They have good midfielder, but from the report that is out there, the manager Enzo Maresca is looking for tall, big body number 6 that can play in the midfield, and I'm suspecting he wants to be able to unleash Caicedo. He probably wants Caicedo to be able to play higher up the pitch. And if we remember, in the year when Mauricio Sarri was the manager of Chelsea, we used to have N'Golo Kante back then. N'Golo Kante is very good at doing so many things in the midfield. He could disrupt the play, he could get into cover a lot of space in the midfield, he could press higher up the pitch. And I remember in that season, N'Golo Kante is being used as a number 8 because Sarri uses him to press higher up the pitch, and all the pundits everywhere, they complain about that Kante ought to be a number 6 who sit back and disrupt the play and all that. But I think what Enzo Maresca is thinking of doing with Caicedo this time around is to be able to move him higher up the pitch, just like Kante was being used during that time. What does this say about Enzo Fernandez? There's been a lot of discouragement or some criticism from Chelsea fans this season talking about the performances of Enzo Fernandez. They're really not so impressed with how he's been going about his game, and there's a lot of things that could be talked about here. I think it's about how the manager really wants to play Enzo Fernandez. Another idea that is just popping up in my head, this is just our idea, and that has to do with Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is a player that we, in our opinion, think can be an option for Chelsea for a big number 6 that the manager is demanding. Report has it that Chelsea may be in search of a physical and dominating profile in the number 6 position, and I think a very good, savvy option for Chelsea could be Paul Pogba. He's going to be highly motivated. Chelsea will be like the platform where he could relaunch himself, and it's going to come cheaper, and then he's going to love the kind of football that has been playing the club. I think this is going to be a very good option for Chelsea. In another development today, we have Conor Gallagher. We have Conor Gallagher. The official report coming out of Madrid is that he's been named as Atletico Madrid Player of the Month of September. This player deserves it. It is not a surprise to us that he's gonna cut it out there. After talking of Conor Gallagher, there are some other things that we can talk about today, and we will be talking about Estadio William. There's been some comparison between him and Neymar at his age. Those are the number. Neymar at this age played more games than Estadio, but he only scored 10 goals, 16 assists. And if you put that together, you can say the goal contribution of Neymar after 33 games is 16. But Estadio already hit that number after 22 games. So all things being equal, over the next 11 games, at the rate is scoring, is probably gonna score maybe minimum another 8 goals. And when you add that to this number, his number is going to be in double digits, almost double the number of goals that Neymar must have scored over the same number of games. So Chelsea seems to have a special player on the end, and on the screen right there, that is Kendrick Pires. About same age, both of them will be coming to Chelsea next year. It means Chelsea is just gonna get a bit stronger with other players that can contribute and understudy the bigger boys. One of the things that we have in the news for Chelsea today is that Can Maresca really carry on the momentum to Liverpool like he did at Bournemouth last month? The game wasn't pretty at Bournemouth, but somehow they found a way to win. Can they do that at Anfield? Time will tell. But what is the situation like on the table? Right now, Liverpool stays on top of the table, haven't lost one game. They sit on top of the table. When you look at this form, they've won the 4 games in the last 5 games. Chelsea have not lost any game. Chelsea have won 3 and drew 2. Those 2 draws could easily have been a win for them. But and based on this, I would say that Chelsea is the most informed team amongst this team up there. We will see what the result will look like on Sunday. Until then, we just want to invite everyone coming to this site to like our content if you like it, and remember to subscribe and share as well. Please put your comment below any part of this video that you think you have same opinion, contrary opinion, an idea. Please share with us and we will surely engage with everyone. Until we get to the next one, have a good one. See ya.